What's up, everyone? Marc Lobliner, CEO, MTS Nutrition, Chief Marketing Officer, TigerFitness.com. So I want to talk a little bit about my opinion on how to raise children. Now, for those of you who don't know, I am the father to three amazing children. A 15-year-old daughter who has a 370-pound deadlift, is a soccer star, just got back. They lost in the semifinals, won state championship last year. A sophomore in high school, goes to Ravenwood in Brentwood, Tennessee. She wrestles. She's boxed in the past. Great kid. My son Thomas is 13-year-old. He wrestles. He's actually in the middle of his season right now. He's fighting up a weight class because a lot of kids aren't in his weight class, and he's crushing it. You know, his average victory is usually about a minute, although he did have one go into overtime that he won yesterday. And he also boxes. He's going to be doing the silver gloves next year in Tennessee. And then I have my son Preston, who's 8. He plays soccer and he boxes. So the thing that people ask me is, how are my kids so adjusted? How are my kids playing these sports? How do I get my kids to play these sports, they ask me. How do I get my kids to be active? And the answer is, I don't do any of this. You know, I don't tell my kids to train hard, really. I don't tell my kids to play sports. I didn't tell my kids to play soccer. I just introduced them a bunch of sports, from t-ball to cheerleading for Cammie to ballet or gymnastics, whatever it is. I just want to be active. But I do have one rule in my household. You have to have one team sport and one combat sport. That's what I do. But the kids chose their own sport and they propel themselves. They motivate themselves to train really hard. And the reason isn't some magical parenting thing I'm doing or my wife is doing, although my wife is an amazing mother and I think I'm a pretty good father. I lack a little bit in the nurturing department because it's just not in my DNA. I'm not really let's cuddle. No, I'm one of those like, okay, let's go train, right? But the reason is that my kids, they do what they see. Monkey see, monkey do. All right, our kids have been raised in a household where every day we exercise. My kids have been raised in a household where we pay attention to the foods we eat. My kids have been raised in a household where we take vitamins and we try to be healthy. My kids are raised in a household where we prioritize getting things done. And my kids are raised in a household where, yes, we celebrate winning, but we know that losing is a part of the process to become a winner. We understand that. And if we lose, we work hard to never lose again. Now, the reason I'm saying this is I'm really disappointed at what goes on at the club soccer level, at the travel baseball level. And I've witnessed this myself, and frankly, I'm disgusted by it. And I might offend some people, but I really don't like it. And it could be because of where I came from, but please hear me out. Don't pass judgment and realize I'm doing this video out of love. Look, man, every time I go to a travel soccer game, all the parents are interested in is getting drunk. And it's disgusting. And the way they do it and the way they glorify drinking and make it almost like if you don't drink, there's something wrong with you. It's disturbing, to say the least. And these kids are seeing this. And what do they see? Well, when I'm an adult, I get to do this cool thing called drinking. And to make matters worse, a lot of these people will drink and then drive their kids back to the hotel or to the game or to whatever. And I'm not talking about 6 p.m., 7 p.m., 8 p.m. I'm talking about if they have a 10 o'clock game and they're done at noon, they're drinking right afterwards. I'm not talking about one beer. I'm talking about 5 or 6 drinks. And you might be saying, well, Marc, what if some of these parents that you have to be on the same team with see this video? Well, good. Because they know that I'm not a huge fan of it already. And I don't have much in common with people my age. And frankly, I don't care. It's the right thing to say. And I want this video to be seen by kids to let you know that drinking is not cool. Drinking does not make you cool. Drinking does not, all it is, it's empty calories. It reduces your inhibitions. And it's really, really dangerous for you. It's poisonous. Alcohol is extremely hepatotoxic and it can kill you. Alcohol poisoning can kill you when overconsumed. Oh, and it can ruin your life. My mom's an addict. My mom's an alcoholic. And it definitely had its impact on my life in a very, very, very negative way. Think about it. Drinking and driving, domestic abuse, all increased by alcohol. And even if, it was just a couple beers, okay. But you're glorifying this in front of your children. And I'm not against drinking. I think adults should be able to partake in an adult beverage, have a beer, have a good time. Hell, a big Stone Cold Steve Austin fan. Crack open a Steve Weiser, right? Great, funny. But when it becomes a part of life, when you're glorifying and celebrating alcoholism, and these people are alcoholics, anyone who goes on a trip with a child and looks forward to not their kid's game as much as going out and drinking with the other parents. These people literally bring alcohol to the hotel room and they drink it in the lobby together in front of their children. When my daughter turned 1 year old, this is in 2007, when she had her first birthday, I had my last drink. I think I might have had a sip when Katie and I renewed our vows in 2015. Actually, it wasn't 2015. It was 2017. In 2017, it was 15 years of marriage. After 15 years, we renewed our vows. And on her first birthday, I had an Island Oasis from The Office, right? And I made a bunch of drinks and some blended drinks, and I drank a little bit. I didn't get drunk, but I drank a little bit, and that was it. Because I didn't want my children to see me drunk. I didn't think that was something that they needed to see. I didn't think that's the example that I want to set for my children. And what we do in front of our children, realize it's something they will emulate. Children of alcoholics are more likely to become alcoholics. Children of smokers are more likely to become smokers. So when you have an opportunity to mold your child into something great, don't waste it because you want to get crunk with a couple other soccer parents. This is the message for the day. Now, this channel, I've done a lot of thinking and, we do a lot of cool things. We talk about creatine. We talk about HRT. We talk about improving lives. This channel is going to be about mental and physical health. We'll still have our creatine videos. We'll still have our gains videos. Might even have some training here and there. But I want this channel to encompass where my life has become. And at the end of the day, let's look at what I am. Sure, I'm a guy who's going to compete in a show on December 11th. I'm training my butt off and I'm doing the best I can to be the best man I can, the best bodybuilder. I'm a CEO. I do all that. We'll still have all that good stuff. But I'm 40 years old and I have 3 children and I want everybody to have the life that I have with my children, which is happiness, physical activity, and love. And I want you guys to have the same experience I have. Look, man, my daughter last year was fortunate enough as a freshman to get a ring for winning state championships in soccer for Ravenwood High. This year, they came up short. They only made it to semifinals. They missed it by 1 game. And because of her hard work, she played every minute of that game. And she was a contributor and she was a starter and she worked her way up from not starting last year to starting this year. And it's because the work ethic we instill in our children. I want every one of you to be able to live the moments that I'm living. Man, I cried so hard yesterday when my daughter lost. I'm about to cry right now just talking about it because I put so much into being a dad. And I'm learning and I'm making mistakes and I don't want you to make the same mistakes that I did. Although drinking was never a mistake I made, that is definitely something that I think is even beyond any mistake I've ever made. And I don't want you to make that. And if you are a parent who goes to these soccer games and you comment down below and go, oh, you're just jealous. No, I could drink. Oh, well, you're this. Okay, I am. Fine. But if this offends you, good. Because I want you to learn from it and think about the example you're setting for your children. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. Be sure to subscribe to this video. Subscribe to this channel. I always mess that up. Like this video. Click on the notification bell. Tell all your friends about it. Share this video. If you have a friend who's a parent who drinks a little bit at games or tournaments, maybe this is something they need to see. Thank you so much for watching, guys. God bless. That's not a game. So I've been breaking PRs left and right. It's crazy. I got a 150-pound dumbbell press for 17 reps. No elbow pain. I got 600-plus pound deadlifts for 3 reps after my back workout. No back pain. And those are things I've been suffering with to the point where I've tried TB 500, BP 157. I've tried everything. But I'll tell you what, we were out of stock because we reformulated it. But Machine Motion, I've been taking it for 8 weeks straight after it being off the market to be reformulated for a little bit. I'll tell you what, all these increases in strength, yeah, okay, the other supplements have something to do with it. I'll tell you what, it's easier to lift when you're not in pain. The way this product with Tamiflex in it controls inflammation is something that is astounding. Anyway, if you're dealing with joint pain, try machine motion. It'll definitely help you out.